Hi guys, daily scale update for right now. Today's subject is the truth. So we've got a 20 gram sensor now, all hooked up and loaded and leveled and calibrated. And here's what we found, or I've found, is a 20 gram sensor is good for about a third of a grain consistently. So what our good friends at the scale engineering places do is they do tricks to hide the fact that the sensor is accurate to one third of a grain or so over, an hour. Um, they do an auto tear on your ass when you hit zero. They cheat by saying, well, you know what, we really haven't seen much of a variance here, and so that can't be zero point 0.1 grains, it has to be 0 grains. And so they'll bury the truth from you. They'll leave the display at 0. Um, that's why we got trouble with, as you trickle up, the thing re-zeros on you and drifts. Well, here's the truth. In our little Wahoo scales, the 20 gram sensor that's inside it on the 20 gram model is good for about a third of a grain or so. And that the zero showing 0 and the weight showing what the weight is a lie, because the scale drifts a third of a grain. That's the resolution of the sensor. Everything else is a programmer's dream of how to make it look like it's right. Putting lipstick on the pig, in other words. So, my next step now is either we program the scale to lie to us or we leave it at the truth. And I want to leave it at the truth, just like we would with a beam scale. If the beam scale's wiggling, it's like turn the air conditioner off or stop shaking the table. Well, that's the truth. The truth is that this sensor is going to wiggle around 0 by a third of a gram, 3.3 grains or so. And most of the time it's going to be pretty close to right, and some of the time it's going to be wrong. And the question is, when it's wrong, do we want the little display to lie to us and tell us it's right? And I say no. I say that if you dump your charge and you put the pan back on and you see that you're at -3 grains on a tear, and you hit the tear button to go to 0, you have to go back and think, was the pan full of powder, 0.3 grains over, and a scale was just lying to you? Anyway, that's all I got for today. I got 10 gram sensors coming, and that should get us down to about a tenth of a grain truth. And then from there we can go with it. The whole point of this is to not have a lying scale, just to read what we get off the sensor and show what we got, and then make our own decisions. Anyway, thanks guys. Talk to you when I get my other scales.